Hey B&H viewers, today we're talking about the Tamron 35 to 150 f2.8 to f4 lens. I think this is the perfect focal range for travel photographers. Ergo, I traveled upstate to Poughkeepsie, New York, one of the cutest little towns in the Hudson Valley, home of great food and beer, the FDR homestead, and the longest elevated pedestrian bridge in the world. The perfect place to work with this Tamron lens. I do want to note, Tamron makes this lens in the Nikon F mount and the Canon EF mount. I brought the Nikon full-frame mirrorless Nikon Z7 with an FTZ adapter. However, you could use this with Nikon DSLRs like the D500. Now, the standout feature has to be the wide-open aperture. On a focal range this enormous, it's pretty rare that you can get to an f2.8, and it stays pretty wide open. It doesn't hit that f4 until about 105 millimeters. So your portrait shots will still have a nice shallow depth of field. Now, if you own or remember the Tamron 17 to 35, this lens will look familiar to you. It has the BBAR, broadband anti-reflective coating, to the individual elements to help reduce reflections, ghosting, and flares. The optimized silent drive, or OSD motor, provides you with quiet, fast, and precision autofocus performance. VC, or vibration compensation, aka image stabilization, is incorporated into the lens design to minimize the appearance of camera shake by up to 5 stops for sharper handheld shooting at slower shutter speeds and low light conditions. These two features perform so well simultaneously thanks to the dedicated dual microprocessing units. One is used for autofocusing while the other for VC to ensure fast, responsive focusing and stabilization performance at the same time. And I can speak from experience that this lens was very fast and responsive. I had the VC and the AF pretty much clicked on the whole time. This is FDR's personal elevator in his house. Now, talking about the lens body, it uses a moisture-resistant construction so you can use it during inclement weather conditions, and a fluorine coating has also been applied to the front lens element to protect against any dust, dirt, and smearing. It feels pretty good in my hand. The outside is an engineered plastic wrapped around a metal frame. The zoom ring feels really good. It's a ribbed rubber with a solid damper throughout the range. The focus ring leaves something to be desired. There is really no dampering. It just kind of slides back and forth rather quickly with a pretty short throw. Not a fan, so I pretty much left it in autofocus the whole time. The zoom lock is really nice to have. It keeps the lens from creeping out of the barrel. It weighs only 2 pounds and it's about 5 inches long. I can't say enough about this zoom range. It's perfect for travel photographers because you more or less have all the required focal lengths in a single lens. 35 is usually wide enough when you are shooting on the street looking for any kind of unique architecture or landscapes. If you needed something wider, I would pick up the 17 to 35 to really round out your kit. Also, Tamron is calling this a portrait zoom because it has like 4 different portrait prime lenses inside this thing thanks to its fast aperture. And then if you needed to capture a detail, you just can't get any closer, that 150 millimeters should cover you. This is where 150 really comes in handy because I can get right up on top of them. I don't scare them away because I'm a good 15 feet away. But with a 150, if I want to get the bridge and the bird in one shot, I just back up to 35 with ease. There's a variety of shots that I can get with this very large focal zoom range. On top of that, the minimum focusing distance is just about 17 inches throughout most of the zoom range, so you can get pretty close up for those essential textured detail shots. I'm now on top of the longest elevated pedestrian bridge in the world here in Poughkeepsie, New York. This is the walkway over the Hudson River right here. This is just the perfect spot to keep playing with 35 to 150 from Tamron, so let's keep going. We're getting some nice light right now. I was worried we missed the sunset, but I think it's just about here. Get the bridge lined up exactly with the Hudson. It's more or less silhouetted the way the sun's behind it. Oh, that's nice. Context, establishment, and details all in one lens. That's a pretty cool feature to have when you're traveling. The lens is just incredibly versatile, and as I said, if you pair this up with the Tamron 17-35, you would really only need those two lenses in your bag, and you could literally go anywhere knowing you'll be able to get your shot. So, what do you want to shoot with the Tamron 35-150? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video and you want to see more, please click subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified the next time we release a new video. This is Jake with B&H. Just keep rolling.